you ever got confused which annotation between bean or component to use in your Spring Boot project? Have interviewer asked you this question in the Java or Spring interviews? Are you looking for answers for such questions? Then you are at the right place. In this session, I will be discussing all the key differences followed by the code explanation for bean and component annotations of a Spring framework. Welcome to Think Constructive. I am Isha. Let us quickly get started with the session now.
Let us first understand what is component and what is bean. Both the annotations are used to create the Spring managed beans. That means if I use component or bean, whatever I use, a bean will be created and that will be registered in the Spring IOC container. So now what is the difference? The first one is the component annotation is used at the class level, but the bean annotation is used at the method level, and that method must be written inside the configuration class. And how the class will be marked as configuration? The class will be annotated or should be annotated with that configuration. Another important difference is when you use at component, it automatically discovers the class, instantiate it, and register it as the bean in the container. So it relies on the automatic component scanning. Whereas when you write or when you are using at bean annotation, it is more explicit. So explicitly it is telling to the Spring container that whatever object is returned by the method, that should be marked or registered as a bean in the Spring container. The third difference is what is the default name. So whatever bean is getting created with the help of at component, their default name will be the class name starting with lowercase. And in case of bean is getting created with the help of at bean, the method name will become the default bean name. And the next difference is it will have less control over creation logic when you are using at component, because you will just put this annotation and the class will be marked as a bean. But when you are using at bean annotation for creating bean, it will have full control over instantiation or configuration or setup stuffs. I will show you now all these things with the help of code so that you can really understand these differences in depth. So here is the IntelliJ IDEA editor, and this is my annotation demo application. I will first show you two classes. One is marked as component. When I mark this Google Cloud class as at component, a bean for Google Cloud will be created in a Spring container. And what will be the bean name? It will be named as Google Cloud starting with a small g, right? Something like this. Fine. Another class we have, which you can notice it doesn't have any at component or anything. It is Amazon Cloud class. I have written a get cloud method in this, and I have written some more stuff. I'll just come back to this. Now, I would want this Amazon Cloud bean should also be created in the Spring container. But I don't want to use at component. What should I do then? I will create a configuration class which I have already done. So you can notice I have created a configuration class called app configuration, which is annotated with at configuration. That means the moment I put this annotation, this class is treated as the configuration class. And inside this, you can see I have created Amazon Cloud method. Inside this, it is returning the object of Amazon Cloud. And I would want a Spring IOC container to manage this or to mark this as bean. So what do? I will just say at bean here. So these are the two ways to create Spring beans. One is at component, which I'll directly put at the class level. Another one is at bean, which I am putting at the method level. This is one very key difference. When you will put at component at the class level, that will be marked as bean, and how the bean will be created? By automatic component scanning. But when you will put at bean method here, then it is informed to Spring container that the object which is returned from here should be marked as bean or should be managed by Spring IOC container. In this case, what is the default bean name? Is this one. Means the method name Amazon Cloud. Another important difference is when you will create bean using @bean, you will have full control over instantiation or bean creation logic. That is demonstrated with the help of this init method and destroy method, right? With bean, I have given init method and I have written some method name. Similarly, destroy method with some method name. What will happen for this bean Amazon Cloud? Just after bean construction, whatever method name I have written with init method, okay, let us come to Amazon Cloud. This gets executed. And here in the destroy method, whatever method name I have given, this will be executed just before bean destruction, right? So in this case, this one. So this itself demonstrates that I have control over the bean creation and destruction, the entire bean setup. But when I will come to Google Cloud, I have marked it as @component, but I don't have any other control over it that I can provide the instantiation logic or destruction logic or something, right? So that is precisely the reason @component is mainly useful when you are developing the application and all the classes are internal to your own stuffs. But when you are doing any third-party integration kind of stuffs, in that case, you are supposed to use bean because the instantiation logic, connection logic, destruction or cleaning up logic, all those things can be handled with the help of these kind of methods, more precisely the init method and destroy method. That means you'll have some control over bean creation logic. So for third party integration kind of stuffs, @bean is very useful. Whereas in case you are doing entire in-house development, in that case you go ahead with @component annotation. All right. So now let us come back to the main application and we'll just test this whatever we have seen. What I have done, I have written the code for get bean for Google Cloud.class. Fine. And Google Cloud we have just now seen. It's a component, right? And for the bean name is just the Google Cloud like this, the class name, right? With first initial in a small. Then we are getting the bean for Amazon Cloud. This we have created with the help of @bean. And we are also getting this bean with the help of getBean. Since in Amazon Cloud we have seen, we have also written init method and destroy method. So we should be able to see the messages getting printed there also. So let us execute and see what results we are getting. See, just after your Spring application is started, it's giving you Amazon Cloud connected. Then Google Cloud Provider got invoked because 2 times we have called this. Then Amazon Cloud Provider got invoked because another 2 times we have called this. And then Amazon Cloud disconnected. This is the bean destruction. So just before the bean destruction, we are getting this message, right? So this is precisely the difference between @bean and @component annotation of a Spring framework, and this very core concepts of a Spring. If you are a Java developer and you are willing to learn Spring Boot, first you need to understand the core concepts of a Spring framework. That is the reason I am doing this complete series for a Spring framework and Spring Boot key annotation. Every week I will be releasing a session on one or more annotation of Spring framework or a Spring Boot, because that will help you learn the core concepts of a Spring and a Spring Boot framework and help you grow as a Java developer, lead and architect. So if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, go ahead, subscribe to the channel and share the channel and session details with fellow developers and colleagues wherever you feel they can be benefited from this session. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. If you would like to ask any question or you would like to share the feedback or what next session you are looking for, leave your thoughts in the comment section below. If you like the session, hit the like button and hype the session so that it can get recommended to more and more people. See you in the next session. Bye for now.